Victory required 20.
That would have put a slightly different spin on this game, even this early.
Game shown the first leg.
blood goes to
Victor
Sweden.
Tungsten.
Known as the Boulton boy, and there is his Swedish teammate of sorts. I wonder how many lives he's got left. Just glided over the top of that one.
Game
And
shown the
slide it in
second
just
leg.
like that for
Scott
1-1.
Mitchell.
I think he's trying to figure out with this new equipment what works best. But sometimes you have to go back to trusty tops.
Yeah. Instinct. Long way off that one, Paul.
36.
That one wasn't too close either.
Victory required 124.
And 124 is Victor Tingström's personal best finish this week. Is he going to get another? Double 11.
Game shown the
There you go,
fourth leg.
3-1 to the Swedes,
Victor Tingström.
imposing himself in the first match of the evening. Hit double 14 this time. You can take it easy for an hour before you play
Victory
Andy
required
Boulton,
28.
knowing that you'll only need legs to get through to the final four. He does win the game by 4 legs to 1, and Mitchell's got an
Victor
awful
Tingström.
lot to do when he plays Andy Boulton in Game 3. Victor Tingström was the chairman of Group A, and he is in a very good chair when it comes to qualifying through Group 1 here on Saturday night. That's how he did it. A few nerves in that one, but the 1-2-4 checkout gave him some breathing space. Mitchell, well, 83 wasn't good enough on this occasion. When we come back, it will be Group 2, and Dom Taylor, who's been mightily impressive this week, is taking on Tommy Morris.
Then finished the day off the 96-98. Just staggering numbers.
Whoa!
And there is his second maximum of this match.
And then Wednesday, 102.12. 97.54.
180. Don't be
And
required
100 and-
50.
Then a 93.94. Then a 109.31. And a
Game shown the
97.42.
third leg.
And an 11
Staggering
Dom
numbers.
dollars.
Taylor.
My word. Bit cleaner. Tiniest little step left.
Game shown
And
the
it worked a
fifth leg.
treat. Because
Dom
that's
Taylor.
3-2. Now, the closer this game is, the tighter things will be in
Sig
Group
it's
2.
Tommy to throw first.
It's not here. Ah, the inverted 164. The bullseye.
139.
My word, that was a good effort.
Tommy required
Shook the
103.
ball. Tommy has to take out the 103. The finish achieved by Dom Taylor this week. 2 12s.
Stay in the game.
91.
He's had chances. He's had 10
Tommy
darts a
required
double in this
25.
game. Hit only 2 of them. That is the tail of the tape in this contest. Dom's had the darts. And he put the gun on the rack. Yes.
Game shot.
What a
and
great
the
assist
match.
that was from Dart
Dom
2. And
Taylor.
Tommy Morris has got an awful lot to do when he plays against Jamie Kelling in game number 4 of tonight. Dom Taylor doing Dom Taylor things. In fact, that's down by over 2 points on his average for the week. But yet again, he's just looking good. And his doubles do need a bit of work, but he is going to lead group number 2 before he comes back in game number 6. So when we go to game number 2 in Group 1, it will be Scott Mitchell looking for a victory. He needs one against Andy Boulton.
The X Factor. Andy Boulton.
We have had TikTok celebrities, whatever they are here, haven't we? Or
Game shot
social
the second
media
leg.
celebrities,
Andy
influencers, I think
Boulton.
they're in this match.
Double 16 to replicate.
Game shot
And he's
the
done it
fourth
again.
leg. Andy Boulton.
And another one.
Scott, you require 102.
He's barely putting a foot wrong. It's not spectacular because there's no 180s in there. But he hasn't missed a double. And he
Game
still
shot
hasn't
the
missed a
fifth
double.
leg.
3 out of
Scott
3.
Mitchell.
Doing a very Scott Mitchell type of thing here is that if Mitchell loses this leg, he is the first person gone from Saturday night. This is how you deflect that.
180.
No deflection. Dart 3 slammed in the lipstick.
Ridding of the teeth by the Scotsman,
140.
who's looking to make it 3 consecutive Saturday night wins for Scotland. McEwen won Champions Week in Series 5. Willie Borland started the charge last week.
140.
We held our breath to see it was in. It wasn't.
I think
But
he
it's
thought it
still-
was in.
Still wonderful.
Oh,
and Andy just won't leave him alone.
Identical scoring in a different sequence.
What a game. What's a game of darts?
Averaging, well, Mitchell 102, 59, 99, 91
60.
is Boulton about to put a flake in it.
Menacing look on his face. Clever.
105.
Very.
Takes the
So we
bullseye
require
out of play
121.
if he gets a look at 76. Mitchell trying to make the bull part of the play. And because it isn't, he might be limited
57.
to 3 darts at double in this
he
match,
requires
which would mean
76.
Boulton wins.
Had he hit it, would have had to put a picture of a bulldog up.
1 dart for the match.
36.
He's bent the wire of tops again.
Scott, you require 64.
This is huge. But it may still not be good enough to qualify. But he must ask the question.
Game
Wow,
shot and the
what a dart
match.
of tops that is.
Scott
Take a
Mitchell.
picture of it. Hang it in any museum that you choose. That was brilliant from Mitchell. One of his best performances of the week.
I mean, record
That maybe
127.
that is the kind of bet you can get behind. However, double 8
Game shot
gives
the
Tommy
first
Morris a
leg.
lead.
Tommy Morris.
That's his best finish of the week. Great time to find it. Double 3 for Tommy.
Tommy's turn to be in the trapdoor.
No score.
Wrong bed.
Jamie
Performs a
requires
Goldilocks.
6.
One, double 1. That is a great single
Game
and a
shot the
perfect
fifth leg.
double. It doesn't matter how
Jamie
you do
Kelly.
it as long as you get there.
I'll go. Well, you're so scared
26.
of hitting the ball, of course.
That bullseye's not been his
requires
friend the last
20.
couple of days. Jamie Kelling has made double 10 his friend the last couple of days, but not tonight. He relies on double 5, and that means that Jamie Kelling is in the final 4. Tommy Morris is the first person eliminated. It wasn't pretty. but he found a way to win by 4 legs to 2. The averages were in the mid to high 70s, but sometimes you've got to win ugly. And he has a game to spare against Dom Taylor to find out who wins the group. But Tommy Morris is not in the Final Four this time. Who will be from Group 1 to find out? Join us after high left, high right, low left. All over the place, that visit. But he's been a master at finding that double 8 this week with that guide. 3-0, and it's looking very good for Andy Boulton to win the group. Andy Boulton tops group number 1, and he takes Victor Tingstrom into the semi-finals with him. And Andy Boulton will play in the very first semi-final with the darts. Victor will have to wait to find out who he plays, because we have got ourselves a shootout in game number 6 here tonight between Kelling and Taylor to see who wins Group 2. That's following this short break. Served him well this week. Kelling needs tops to get his first leg of this contest. You're going to go the other side. He isn't. He's going to sandwich it in the middle.
You require 140.
An expensive one.
An investment, I keep telling myself. Lovely dart. Needs another. Gets it. Double 16. Oh, it's a beauty.
On the 4th leg.
An absolute
Dom
corker
Taylor.
from Dom Taylor.
Jamie, record 164
to keep the match alive. You feel Dom would take the 65. Oh, it's the bullseye.
Oh,
wow, that was a great effort.
Well, in the background,
65.
Dom Taylor was nodding as if to say, this is going in. Yep, it was just a smidge away, pal.
That was for a treble 11.
Yeah, 33-32. Fan of that shot.
It is tops, though, for his second match dart.
45. Jamie
Might
requires
have
25.
a one-leg shootout to see who stays on the board and who has a break.
And the loser will be playing the first semi-final. It's Andy
Game's on
Boulton.
the 6th leg.
And we do go
Jamie
to
Kelly.
a deciding leg.
Double 16.
Game
He wins the group, and Jamie Kelling put
Dom
one
Taylor.
great fight up to the tower. But it means that Dom Taylor is going to take on Victor Tingstrom in the second semi-final. That's got some narrative. Andy Boulton is going to take on Jamie Kelling in semi-final 1, and that will start shortly after 10 o'clock. We will take a break, but don't forget to join us after 10 o'clock on Sporty Stuff TV or via the MODUS Super Series YouTube channel, because the semi-finals are imminent here in week 2. The other boxers. Kelling for 2-0 needs double 8. What a start this would be.
Game on the 2nd
He's 2-0 up.
Jamie
Courtesy
Kelly.
of that 15-darter.
Agreed. But that's a
Game's on
good
the
double 10.
3rd leg.
16,
Jamie
15 and
Kelly.
16 that Arch used so far to go 3-0 up.
In the week 2 final.
How's his ball shooting?
64.
So close again.
He's been
And he
round the
requires
bullseye
16.
like a second hand on a clock.
3 times tonight. He's hit that very spot.
Game on the 4th leg.
So a match start has come
Andy
and gone.
Boulton.
Where have we seen this today? He's thrown 21 darts in this leg.
Game
And he
on
might
the
pay the
6th
price
leg.
for the fact that he could
Andy
not
Boulton.
take that 6th leg in 7 visits. And darts thrown. Single 17. Tops.
Game shot and
Boulton
the
wins the
match.
semi-final
Andy
and survived
Boulton.
8 match darts to be done by a margin. He will go into the final to win week 2, and he will play against Dom Taylor or Victor Tingstrom. And if it is, it will remind Victor Tingstrom of something. Double 10.
Wow.
Game shot in the 1st leg.
What a leg that
Victor
is. 12
Tingstrom.
darter. And that brings Anton to clapping. And he had a big smile on his face.
Second against Victor to throw
There he is.
first. Game on.
Hi, Anton.
It was a 12.
Require
10 o'clock at
90.
night. Lucky that, because it's after 10 o'clock.
Double 15 for an 11.
Game
Wow.
shot on the second
A
leg.
12 from
Dom
Tingstrom.
Taylor.
Opposite.
This one's sharp.
177.
This one's about as sharp as Jim Jeffries' wit. Sharper than Gordon Ramsay's kitchen knives.
Low left.
125.
Said he had to eliminate that completely to stand a chance. I stand by it. He's at it again. This is gaping.
140.
Just took a smallest of deflections.
At times this
85.
week, Dom Taylor has played in a different stratosphere. But at the minute, I know it's early, and at times this week he has been like this. I don't want to get all scientific, but he's been in this match so far in the upper troposphere. That's really high.
Well, it was 12, then an 11.
Whoa,
And he's on a 10.
180.
The
Dummy
leg 4
requires
should be a
16.
9 if this goes in.
Game
Oh
shot
my
the third
word.
leg. Dom Taylor.
Easy as ABC by what they're doing. And not just for 5 legs.
There was a game in the slam between Ryan Searle and Luke Humphries, and I could have happily sat and watched hour after hour of it like I could this. And a 177, a 174, a 180, a 168.
82.
But a 10,
Dummy requires
an 11 and a
32.
12. How about a 13? Done this a lot this week. Gone over the top of that one.
Game
found
shot
the
on the
bed.
fourth leg.
We have
Dom
to
Taylor.
settle for a 14-darter.
Slam it straight in double 11. And he
Game
does.
shot
For
and the
what
match.
is his
Dom
best
Taylor.
performance this week. And he saved it for the semi-final. 112.14. Credit to Tingstrom, 100.90. There was an array of 174s, 177s, 3 180s in the match. Look at the finishing, 80%, 4 out of 5. So we know our final. It will be Andy Boulton taking on Dom Taylor.
Dummy requires
The
71.
first leg against the darts.
He started with a max. Yes, double 16.
That is beautiful.
Game shot on the first
That is
leg.
also beautiful.
Dom Taylor.
And do you know what, Mace? We should have known. We should have known.
A bit of pressure.
Remember earlier on in the night I was talking about Wednesday when Dom Taylor averaged 100 for the day. Now some people might have thought, well, he's peaked,
34, and he
but he
requires
kept it going
70.
the next couple of days. He's averaging 100 for tonight as well.
Game
But he's
shot on
only
the third
2-1
leg.
ahead now.
Andy Boulton.
Somebody is digging deep.
And he requires 64.
Fine margins like we may have never seen on a Saturday night before.
Game
It's
shot on the
2-2.
fourth leg.
Something he's been
Andy
so good
Boulton.
at all week. That minuscule adjustment around the double 8, which from Dom Taylor. Double 16 is the target. Double
Game shot on
16
the fifth leg.
is hit.
Andy Boulton.
And Andy Boulton leads.
He can't get a dart under that. That's good. He's going to stay there.
60.
Match point, Andy Boulton, for a second
And he
weekly
require
title in
87.
2023, and to be the second name into Champions Week to have 3 Scottish players winning 3 weeks on this stage. He needs the bullseye.
62.
How close have players been on that bullseye? I think
Dummy
Taylor's
requires
surprised
20.
he's missed. We are. It just had the feeling it was going to go in.
Goalkeeper's been in the bullseye tonight. How many wired bullseyes have we seen?
It's tricky. Needs to slide it down the side. Oh, another dart exactly thrown like that. It'll find the double 10. He's got a wall up. Yeah,
10.
over-adjusted. Can't believe it.
What did you say a little bit earlier today? Andy Boulton
And he required
has been
25.
maybe the best player this week on double 8. He's going to leave it again. And it wins the week. It is another win for Scotland. Week 2 belongs to Andy Boulton.
Champion.
He may not have been the best player this week, average-wise, but I assure you, he's going to be ecstatic that he's back in Champions Week and Dom Taylor falls one short. I know that he's going to be devastated, Chris Mason, but key battles were won by Andy Boulton in that final.
But it was more about the semi-final, where Jamie Kellin missed 8 match darts to put Andy Boulton out. That's my favourite phrase. The name's on pot, lad. You pick up the spoils, and it is Andy Boulton who is in to Champions Week, winning week 2 of Series 6. An average of 89.26 in the end was enough. Dom Taylor, 88.31, one of his lowest averages of the week, but the damage was done on the doubles. As you can see, 2 from 11, whilst Andy Boulton, a very impressive 4-6. Congratulations, Andy Boulton, and let's have a few words with him. He's with Henry.
Chris, thank you very much. You've literally just said, wow, because you've had quite the night tonight, Andy. Just sum up what on earth you're feeling right now.
I'm just knackered, I think. I was like, when Scott beat me in the first group game, and you know, to lose your first game and then come back and play like that, you know, massive hats off to him. And I knew I had to beat Victor, but yeah, the Jamie game was just like, that just never happens to me. You know, I've played darts for 30 years, and you wait for moments like that. But yeah, I mean, sometimes your name's maybe on it a little bit, but. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. That never happens, honestly. But I'm absolutely shattered. I'm an old man that's sweating. It's so warm in here for end of November. But yeah, I'm buzzing again, yeah.
You had to work so hard tonight. As you say, that first game, Scott throws bombs at you. Then you got to play a game to survive. Then the semi-final, you have to come back from 3-0 down against Jamie. And then you got to play a guy in the final who's just come off 112 average. Yeah,
there's a little bit of me that was, when somebody has 112 average, that you know that they're buzzing. So, you know, and they're thinking they're going to do it again, but it doesn't always happen like that. I think this week, you know, Dom, you know, we've witnessed like the, what's the word?
Evolution.
The evolution. That's the word I was looking for. The evolution of a an amazing dart player. He's going to be some talent. This week has been amazing. Like, I mean, I've always enjoyed it down here, but like the group of lads we've had this week, Group A was just an absolute pleasure to be in. The 2 Swedish guys. I mean, Victor, I didn't know, I'd never heard of Victor Tungsten before we came here, and God, he absolutely blew us away on Monday. And you know, the game against Dom on the Wednesday, just to seal it, showed what he's made of. But yeah, a lot of good players. So happy to, you know, I said earlier on in the interview, it's about peaking at the right time. I'm not sure the semi-final was peaking at the right time, but yeah, I just battled on, and never give up attitude sometimes pays off.
I was going to say, just take us into your mind in that semi-final against Jamie as he gets off to a fast start. What are you thinking in the back of your mind?
I'm thinking that, has Jamie been in this situation before? A little bit. And I know that, and I think I had a good 4th leg, but I just never really backed it up. But yeah, look, winning games on this stage in Group A is a massive thing. Saturday night is something else, you know. I'm lucky enough to have been in these scenarios, and I was, I'd lost in 2 finals, I won 1 final, so now I've evened it up. So we got a Champions Week, and we can make that 3-2.
Back at Champions Week.
Exactly.
Ecstatic?
Over the moon. Like, I'm like, every week I think to myself, oh, it's just a tough week. And I actually looked at on paper, without being disrespectful, I thought, oh, there's 3 players this week. And God, everybody just, so blew that out of the water. Yeah, it's been an amazing week, some amazing darts, and the most important thing, I think, is really good people. I've made a lot of friends this week, and that's what makes this Super Series so special. I meet guys that I've never met, that I would never, ever meet, but they become friends for life. It's really special, yeah.
Great words, great words. I'm going to let you pick up the trophy in a second. However, we had a conversation a little bit earlier on this evening, Andy, didn't we?
Did we?
Indeed we did. And you know exactly where I am heading now, because we said if you won the night, that there'd be a bit of a juicy wiggle. Is there a juicy wiggle available into that camera there?
Hey, there's always a juicy wiggle. Watch your eyes. Yeah.
And on. It's like a tube of Pringles once you probably can't stop. Right.
It's a big tube of Pringles.
Right, I'm going to take that mic off you because you know what time it is. You've been there. You've done it before. I'll let you lift the trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, you win it for the week. The X Factor, Andy Boulton. Well, Andy, thank you so much. Paul, we're going to bring Paul Nicholson on for a bit of analysis. Well, Paul, he has been, this year, pound for pound, up there with everyone, hasn't he? Your Luke Littlers, you name it. Final win, final win. It's quite the streak.
I think one of the most impressive things is his ability to deflect really good opponents. The likes of Białecki. I know he lost to Scott Taylor in a final when he was first in a final, but imagine how difficult it is just to get through to Saturday. He always does that. And every time he's here on a Saturday, he plays 4 games. I know he's got a 50% hit rate in getting the wins, but the impressive nature of what he's done here in 2023 is right up there with the Steve Wests, he's won 3 titles, Littler, and many others. He is right up there as a Super Series great now.
As far as Dante is concerned, I know he hasn't picked up the trophy this evening. It's another final defeat for him, but have we seen a player this week on the back of what he's done on the Pro Tour come of age? And when it comes to Q scored in January, are we looking at him as a prime contender to get a tour card?
Because of this week, I think we look at Dom very differently, and he should be very, very proud of what he's done this week. He's established a new ceiling for himself, and that's a bit of a pun for someone so tall, but I think what we've seen from him has been vastly entertaining. A lot of the words from Andy about the guys in the practice room, and on top of that, the real camaraderie that we've seen from the playing squad. They've all wanted to take each other out, but at the same time, they've been there to say well done and commiserations at the end. I think this week has been one of the best weeks that I've seen here, and a fantastic way to go out in week 2 with some of the things we've seen here.
Thank you for coming today. It's been weird doing a double session on Saturday.
It's been great for the veterans. Obviously, Andy is a veteran, age of 50 now, and Dieter's over the age of 60, but they say it's a young person's game. Not today.
Well, thank you very much for your company. Really have enjoyed it. Thank you to you for joining us, whether it's this afternoon, this evening, or for both sessions. We do appreciate it a lot. We're going to be back on Monday morning. 9:30 is going to be our start time as we get week 3 underway. And we're going to see the defending champion, Jim McEwen, in action. But it's Saturday night on the telly. I suppose it's time for X Factor, isn't it?